Down for the basketball. Tayshaun to the baseline, to the rim. Fouled along the way. And we'll go to a timeout.
About LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh down in Miami. Some have perhaps overlooked the Big Four the Celtics have in Boston. And we're talking about the Big Four because 4 20,000-point scorers. That is correct. Shaq, KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, all with more than 20,000 points in their career. Pierce, of course, did all of his scoring with the Celtics. For Doc Rivers, make no mistake, this is a good problem to have.
It's fun. Gives you a chance to win. You know, there's no doubt about that. At the end of the day, if you have the right group, you know, you have to have the right group. Let's just be honest. There's been many groups. You can go back to the Philly days with McGinnis and all that stuff that they never won. They all have to want to win. They all have to want to sacrifice and do it together. And if you have that, you're good.
And they're off to a great start thus far, George and Greg. 24-5, best record in the East, and this is unprecedented. No other NBA team in history has had 4 20,000-point scorers on the roster at the same time. We'll send it back to you.
Good stuff, Ryan. Don't forget Rajon Rondo is starter number 5, averaging almost 14 assists per game, and 3rd in the league in steals. Vote for your Pistons McDonald's Player of the Game, presented by the McCafe Caramel Mocha. Use your cell phone, text Pistons followed by a space, then the player's uniform number to 37338, or vote online at foxsportsdetroit.com. Final results post-game during Pistons Live, and check your text response for special offers from McDonald's. The miss on the make for Tayshaun. Paul Pierce launched the ball. T-Mac takes it away. Tracy down the lane. Inside to Tayshaun, flips it up and fills it up.
Nice job of directing, and yet again a loose ball that the Pistons were able to get and go with, and an easy early basket.
19-14 Pistons. Glenn Davis off the Boston bench. Here's topside to Ray Allen. Ray Allen, the fall away. Missed it. Chris Wilcox to T-Mac. Just under 4 to play in the first. Tracy McGrady drives it, and along the way, through the push from Ray Allen.
Now shooting for Detroit, Tracy McGrady.
To put Tracy on the line, you know, you can't be on TV in Detroit today and not mention that your thoughts and prayers are with Paul Franks, who's in critical condition after an explosion and fire at his furniture store in Wayne. 2 of his employees still missing after that explosion that really made national news. Gotta hope that they'll find them alive, and hope that Mr. Franks survives as well. Good crowd here at the Palace tonight, and Tracy McGrady makes most of them smile with those 2 free throws, and the Pistons now lead 21-14. Paul Pierce wanted to go quickly to KG, snatched away by Chris Wilcox. Heads up play on the step in front steal.
I know Boston's ranked #1 in many defensive categories, but right now the Pistons are putting on quite a defensive show, George, doing all the things that are necessary, helping out, rebounding, getting loose balls, and that is why they've been able to have the distance between themselves and the Celtics that they enjoy right now. Here's another steal, the anticipation. Wilcox, who continues to play well off the bench now that he's healthy.
Exactly. Could make a big difference. Tayshaun shot won't fall. Nate Robinson in a hurry to forecourt. Ray Allen alone for the long gun. Off the heel. Tapped by T-Mac. Off the floor to Tayshaun. No looker to Chris Wilcox, has to give it up. Kevin Garnett was right there. Tracy McGrady drives. Double clutcher and laid it in. Pistons lead by 9. Great start for the Pistons at the Palace. Despite the early whistles that once against them, Doc Rivers will take a full timeout with 2:55 to play in the first. His Celtics trail by 9. You love to see him shoot like that, and you know he's very, very capable of that kind of shooting.
Yeah, he's been able to victimize Nate Robinson in a variety of ways, coming off the screen, curling, backing him down, and elevating, just moving well without the basketball. Nice jump start for the Pistons offensively, but George, I cannot help but notice defensively how the Pistons have already forced 7 turnovers from the Celtics and have allowed them 0 offensive rebounds.
That is all effort, folks. Points in the paint, Pistons 8, Celtics 2. As Rip Hamilton gets set to check in for the Pistons. Tracy McGrady, who started, gets the rest. He only had 5 assists in 9 minutes. Great job by T-Mac.
In a situation like this with Ben Gordon and Richard Hamilton on the floor, expect Tayshaun Prince maybe to do some ball handling, but Ben Gordon can also spell at the point guard spot.
And screens, gets it back from Ray Allen for the jam. And he comes up just a little bit gimpy. And he has to foul. He's hurt. Grabs Tayshaun to foul him.
20 seconds.
He stepped on somebody's foot when he went up to dunk.
He's in pain too, and lamenting it. You can see him banging the floor. That tells me that this is not, you know, something that might be minor at this stage.
That was a pick and roll, worked to perfection with Ray Allen.
This is injury revisited. You know, he's felt this before. You can tell by the look on his face, George.
Well, Boston stocked with great players, but nobody can afford to lose somebody as good as Kevin Garnett.
See if we can see what happens. I don't think it's... You can see he hurt himself on the way up. He hurt himself on the way up. And no one touched him. Right there, it gives out. You can see him buckle the knee, George, elevating.
As he went up to dunk it, something was happening.
You know,
now, I do like to be able to bring somebody like Jermaine O'Neal into the ballgame.
Right, right. As you said, excellent pick and roll. Here's the elevation. Watch that right knee. He's holding that thing right now. He's already hobbled before he comes down from the dunk.
Make it 23-16 Pistons. Rip gives it up to Tayshaun. Clock at 10. Rip with a screen on Paul Pierce. Rip will get it back against Ray Allen. To the paint. Jumps it up over him and in. Great job by Rip. And he puts the Pistons back up by 9. Kevin Garnett is being treated on the Boston bench. Ray Allen's triple in and out to Tayshaun. Shot clock at 17 as Tayshaun gets a screen from Chris Wilcox. Gives it up to Ben, gets it back, fires off the heel. Rebound Davis to Paul Pierce. Ray Allen wanted to shovel it inside of Jermaine O'Neal. Never got there. Tayshaun with a steal. Tayshaun to the rim. Lays it in as Kevin Garnett heads for the locker room. The Pistons take an 11-point lead.
This has been one superb quarter of defense. Another loose ball, another turnover, another fast break opportunity for the Pistons. It's been the signature now of this first quarter.
Paul Pierce misses. Ben boards for Rip. Way up for Tayshaun. Alley-oop to Chris Wilcox. A little bit behind him. Nate Robinson with a long gun. Oh, he jumped right into that shot, didn't he? Off the jump stop, he triples for the second time here in the first. Make it 27-19.
Well, I'm surprised that the Pistons kind of fell asleep a little bit there, allowing him to dribble right up to the three-point line, George. They never picked him up.
Rip against Ray Allen, turns, fires short. Ray with the rebound. Bumped by Ben. Ben's first. Watch Tayshaun make the steal here a moment ago.
A nice little adjustment to avoid that last line of defense for the Celtics and get a fast break opportunity.
Marquise Daniels, who played extremely well last night in Indy, checks in for the Celtics as Tim Hortons brings you the Pistons' upcoming schedule. Ray Allen gets the first free throw to go. The Western trip will not be easy. At Phoenix, at Utah, and then against the Lakers in LA. Then the Pistons come home against Philly, go to Chicago, and play Memphis at home here January 12th. Tim Hortons with the Pistons' upcoming schedule. Ray Allen with 5. Pistons by 6 now. Then Gordon from the wing over Daniels. Shots off the iron. Jermaine O'Neal to Nate Robinson.
Daniels is a taller defender, and they've had success putting him on guards with that height, that length, George. His difference in the game in Indianapolis was defensive last night.
They was way wide with that. The Pistons try to get an easy one right before the horn sounds, but it's too late. They will, however, walk off the court after an excellent first quarter. They did it mostly with defense. And Ben Gordon and Tayshaun.
PNC, proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Detroit Pistons, by Comcast. And by Buick. Get the best offers of the year now during the Buick Holiday Event. Official sponsor of your Detroit Pistons.
Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas. Palace all decorated. And the flight crew still flying.
Getting it done with great precision. George?
Austin Day gets a chance to play here early.
I was about to say.
Earlier in this season, he made 10 triples in a row. Austin putting a shooter in the game in Vaughn Wafer, the fifth-year man from Florida State. He can also get up and throw it down. Back in '03, he was second in the McDonald's Slam Dunk Championship to somebody named LeBron James. Pistons inside to Chris Wilcox, slapped away.
Still Pistons basketball.
Celtics step out of bounds. Daniels, who had